Hello, my friends. I just got these 2-star notes. This is a $5. This is a single dollar. They're both very common. In fact, they'll probably end up returning to circulation sometime soon. Then I went by the bank and got a few Ike dollars, a couple JFKs, and a couple Sacagaweas. Nothing too interesting about these. They're just, you don't see Eisenhower dollars too much anymore, especially at the bank. I mean, they made a lot of them, but I don't know where they all are now. So we have two 2000 Philadelphias, Sacagawea dollars. What you look for on these, hope to find, is a die crack across the bird's chest. Unfortunately, with these two, they don't seem to have it. And it's called the Wounded Eagle die crack. It's something I've been hoping to find for a while, but there's about 100 known from what I understand. So all those will go back to circulation. I'll put these Eisenhower dollars up in a different place because they're not going to return to circulation, not anytime soon anyway. Now, got another Morales peso. This one's 1966. It's only 10% silver, so it's not a very valuable coin. But I'd like to get a complete year set of them. I have most of them. There's a couple of them I'm missing. All right, moving right along. Couple silver dimes I got recently. Very worn. In fact, I don't see too many mercury dimes that much worn. And it is toned quite a bit. Looks like it's a 19. Let's turn this around. Looks like 27 to me. The Barber dime is a 1900. I don't see a mint mark. If it had one, it looks like there's something there. It could be a mint mark. Could be Orleans or San Francisco. That's pretty much the only options from 1900. Now, this came from the same guy a few days later. It's a couple mercury dimes that are pretty worn. I mean, that's worn a lot. Might be one of the most worn ones I've seen. This one's also very worn. So much so that if there was a mint mark there, you can't see it. This Barber dime is kind of beat up. I don't see a mint mark on this, and it is a 1910. Very dirty. But the last little coin I'm going to show you is the one that I think is the most cool coin of this little bunch. It's an 1857 half dime with a hole cut in it. Try to get this up here where we can see it pretty good. It's probably been cleaned as well with all them straight up and down marks on it. Quite a bit of wear and tear on it, but this, if it wasn't worn and torn like this, and just generally circulated, would probably be about a $10 or $15 coin, maybe a little more. I haven't checked what a good or very good 1857 half dime would be. But that's pretty much this update, except for I do have one more coin that is real cool. It does have a hole in it. That's the G. Is the mint mark, which means it was actually made in Romania, and the city is, I believe, Baia Mare. Anyway, this is a 20 cruisers, which that should have a little 3 at the end of the 5/8. It's real cool. It's 1815. I don't know how many of these are still around. I mean, Austria has lost wars and been involved in wars since then, so it's very hard to say whether this stuff, like this coin, there's very many of them left. Now, this one's one of the lower numbers, although there's no actual mintage given. It's supposed to be 0.128 ounces of silver. Or not ounces, but grams. Or, I'm not grams, percentage, 12.8% of an ounce. I'll get it right one of these days. But it takes about 8 or 9 of these to make an ounce of silver. Although this isn't a stack coin because, well, they're not very common. And you're not likely to run into these very often unless a coin dealer really likes to deal with foreign silver. But the only other thing I got to show you for right now is this. There's 2 worn out walkers and 5 Standing Liberty quarters. Nothing too special about them. They've been worn a lot. They're all dateless, so that's the kind of coin you want to buy at melt or below. And by below melt, I mean by grams. Last time I looked up 90% silver, that's worth about 85 cents per gram or something like that. So I would need this 2 1/4 worth of this stuff to weigh a certain amount to make it actually under melt. And it might not be quite under melt, but it isn't much over either. But that's the last of this coin batch. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good day, and we will have another video soon.